When it comes to Donald Trump, expect the unexpected. It's one of the reasons that world leaders are wary of him. They just can't predict what he will do. It's why Europe is holding frantic meetings right now. It's why NATO members are rushing to increase defense spending and why China is preparing for an all-out trade war because no one knows what happens next. Not America's friends and not even their enemies. Take a look at this report. It came out yesterday. It says that a secret meeting took place earlier this week between tech tycoon Elon Musk and Iran's ambassador to the United Nations. As you know, Musk is now a top advisor to Donald Trump. The two have been inseparable lately. Musk has been a constant presence at Trump's side, so much so that Trump even joked about it earlier this week. On Wednesday, he said that Elon won't go home. Those were his words. And that he couldn't get rid of him. Trump said all of this in jest, but it underlines just how close the two are. And now we hear that Musk met a senior Iranian official. What does that tell you? Would Elon Musk do this without Trump's backing? Of course not. Which means that Trump has opened back-channel talks with the Iranians. And he's not even denying this. His team was asked about the meeting. Listen to what his communications director said. We do not comment on reports of private meetings that did or did not occur. That's practically an admission. So what were these talks that did or did not occur about? Apparently, it was a discussion on how to diffuse tensions between Iran and the US. The first move came from Musk. He is said to have requested the meeting. The venue was picked by the Iranian ambassador. We don't know what it was because the location of the meeting has not been disclosed. But we can tell you that it happened on Monday. The meeting happened on Monday. It went on for more than 1 hour. And the Iranians have described it as, and I'm quoting again, they've called the meeting positive and good news, which may sound generic. But if you follow US-Iran equations, you know that it is a big deal, especially given the involvement of Trump. Because think about it. Think about Trump's usual stance when it comes to Iran. In 2018, he tore up the Iran nuclear deal. It was a multilateral deal. It was a deal signed by multiple world powers, but Trump single-handedly killed it. This deal basically eased some pressure on Tehran. In exchange, Tehran promised to curb its nuclear program. That was the arrangement. Trump unilaterally withdrew from it, calling it a horrible deal for America. After that, he began to ramp up the pressure. He imposed a number of new sanctions on Iran and practically outlawed their oil exports. It plunged Iran into an even deeper economic crisis. And to top it off, Trump killed one of their top generals, Qasem Soleimani. Trump ordered a strike on Soleimani in 2020. The general was killed at that time. He was killed, and US-Iran ties cratered after that to depths not thought possible. That's what Trump did to Iran during his first term, and he was expected to follow the same strategy again this time, especially considering his close ties with Israel and Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. The world expected Trump and Netanyahu to unite and tighten the screws on Iran. But as I said in the beginning, with Trump, expect the unexpected. He has initiated a conversation with Iran. It may or may not amount to much. It may or may not bring peace to West Asia. But the outreach alone is big news. It may give hope to the Iranians and sleepless nights to the Israelis. So that's one key point to note, Trump's outreach. That's one big takeaway. The second highlight is the man chosen for this outreach. Trump did not go through the usual channels, no diplomat or security agency. He gave this job to Elon Musk. Now, part of this could be necessity. You see, Iran was furious with Trump for tearing up the nuclear deal, so they banned direct talks with the Americans. The order came from their supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. This ban has been in place since 2018, no direct talks between Iran and the US. So perhaps Trump could only reach out via a private citizen, like Elon Musk. But we know that that's just a technicality. We know that Musk was chosen because of his growing clout. He's weighing in on everything, including Trump's cabinet appointments. He was sitting in on Trump's calls with world leaders like Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. When Zelensky spoke to Trump after the election win, Musk was part of the call. At one point, Trump reportedly handed the phone to Musk. That should tell you about his growing stature. So it's no wonder that he's the one initiating talks with Iran. It is evident that Trump trusts him. This may not sit well with the Republican Party. The politicians may have expected that they would lead important missions like this one. But again, I repeat myself, this is Donald Trump. So they, like the rest of us, should just expect the unexpected.